In this video, I'm gonna be covering something that every business owner needs to know. It's one of the easiest levers that you can pull to manipulate how you continue to grow and scale your business, but nobody actually pays attention to. And it's something, especially if you're new to business, that you need to be focusing on. So I'm gonna break down exactly what that is in this video, and it's called the value equation. And it's probably not the same value equation that you've heard of in other videos, whatever it might be. This is gonna be a little bit different. So let's go ahead and break this down. So the value equation, and when you heard equation, you might have gotten scared, especially if you don't like math, but this one's pretty easy. So we have the price of whatever it is that you offer equals the perceived value of what you are offering to the customer. And there's two different sides to this. So we have before the sale and we have after the sale. Now, what this is stating is that the price that you're offering has to match in the person's head the perceived value of what they are receiving. And this makes it easier to, number one, get them to say yes in the beginning, and it gets them to also continue paying you month over month over month, especially if you have a reoccurring or a recurring service. If you are currently in business, even if you're an aspiring business owner, if you know what type of business that you would like to start, you probably know whether or not people continue to pay you over time. There are some things where it's just a one-time purchase and that's kind of where it stops. This is mainly going to be associated with recurring revenue services, because it's not just that they're paying you once in the beginning, but they're also paying you over and over and over again over time. So reoccurring purchase would be, for example, something like a bottled drink. If someone likes it, they're gonna keep going back and they're gonna keep purchasing that thing. Recurring is something like a marketing agency. So you have a monthly subscription on whatever it is that it might be, or a membership, and you keep paying that thing. So before the sale, this is the value that's associated with what you're offering before they actually experience it, which a lot of times you really have to hype up the service that you're offering. So this is all of the stuff you say the person is gonna get, right? So whatever it might be, let's say it's increased income. So we have, they're gonna make more money by using whatever it is that you have, or maybe it's, let's say, better health, if it's something like in fitness, right? So this is what you're gonna tell them they're gonna get in exchange for the money that they are gonna give you. Now, after the sale is a little bit different, because this is what they're actually experiencing. So this is what is actually happening. And now here's the problem that we are having today. So selling high ticket products or services has become more and more popular, I should say. Everybody wants to start a high ticket business. So now what you're doing is you're charging $5,000 to $10K for whatever it is that you have to offer. And if you have a good salesperson, or you're good at selling the dream, people might think beforehand, wow, this really makes sense. Let's go ahead and move through with this. Then we get over to this side and you're not actually able to deliver on the promise. And the reason for that is because you're not that good yet. People are just getting into business, and what's happening is people are saying, hey, give me $10,000, you're gonna get XYZ result, and then afterwards they're not able to deliver on that promise. So what they're doing is the high ticket number is liquidating all of their marketing costs, etc., but at the cost of their reputation, which is terrible. So we need to make sure that what they actually receive is matched with what they thought they were going to receive beforehand, or you're going to have no recurring service. Now, this means we might have to do a couple of things that people do not like to do, which is lower our prices, especially in the beginning, because the value of what we're offering has to be an exact match with what they think they're going to receive in the beginning and what they actually receive after. So instead of offering $5,000 to $10,000 for your service, what you should probably do is offer something like, and this is when you're starting out, right? So we should probably, let's just say our service is $500. Now, this means you're probably thinking, Ashton, I'm worth so much more than that. All the work that I do is worth so much more. When you're starting out, you're not really worth anything. So you're going to do a lot of work, and you're going to be learning on the job at the expense of trying to get your customer results, and whatever results means to you. But you need to actually be able to back up what this $500 is worth. So the result that the person is going to get, especially if you're new to this, is probably pretty equal to $500. So this means what they think think they're going to get when you sell them is going to be equal to this. And a 500 number for a mediocre beginner result is very easy to continue to pay over and over time. One example that I'll give on this is, let's say you're a marketing agency and you're selling your high ticket service $5,000 to $10,000, whatever, and people just keep saying no because you're not able to sell. If you drop that number down low enough, eventually everybody would say yes. Like if I was like, I'm going to build you a full service marketing plan, we're going to run ads, you're going to get more clients, you're going to sign up more people, and it's only $1 per month. Now this is very extreme, but eventually you get that number low enough where in the person's mind, depending on how you sold it, they're like, wow, $1 matches the value that I perceive that I'm going to get after this sales call very likely, or very well, and they're probably going to stay with you forever even if you do a mediocre job because it's only $1 a month. So why would you cancel that service? So what you want to do is you want to jump that dollar up to, let's say you have $1, but then let's say you increase that to 100, and then you get a little bit better, and again, this is the extreme. Let's say you increase that to 500, and you get a little bit better because you're working with more clients, you're finding out your faults, you're finding out what your clients want, what their pain points are, so you're getting better at sales, and you're getting better at actually delivering on what you are selling. And then you get to the point where you're like, you know what, I think I can charge $2,000 a month for this service, because on average, we're able to deliver within the first 30 days, so by the time month number 2 comes around where they pay us again, they've already made more money and we've gotten them a return on their investment, whatever it might be. So this is kind of where that whole idea comes in. You need to make sure that the price of your service is matched or equals the value that the customer is perceiving they are going to get from your service before and after. So this is before they actually experience the service and after they experience the service. And if you can figure out that number, try a bunch of different things. And this might take some time. In the beginning, it's really just figuring out what does it take to get someone to say yes. And that can come down to what you're actually delivering and how good of a salesperson you are. But then on the back end, you have to be good enough to make that person perceive the value of, or experience the value of your service and think in their mind, this makes sense. Let's keep doing this. Thank you for watching this video. Hopefully that makes sense. The only reason I create this type of content is so that after somebody watches it, they can go implement it and make a bunch of money. We have a 100% free school community where we make more videos like this. We teach you about business, how to set up CRMs, etc. We're huge on you taking initiative and just taking action yourself and trying all this stuff. But if you need some additional help, this is actually what we build out for people: CRM systems, marketing plans, etc. So if you need some additional help, you can book a call below in the description, or you can join our school community, or you can do both. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.